Hey everybody, it's me, it's Ashley. I'm going to do brushing up a little bit differently this week, and I wanted to do a bit of a studio office tour slash how I keep this chaos organized or somewhat organized. You'll see I was going to clean everything and then do the tour, but then I thought that's not realistic at all. So the way that you're seeing this is only minimally organized, and it's quite you might be a little overwhelmed. You might think it's disastrous, but it's actually not too bad, but it's also pretty accurate to how it is most of the time. So I wanted to keep there's some authenticity to the office studio tour. So without further ado, I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna kind of show you around this space. This is the most active corner of my office. It is where my computer lives, where my printer lives, where my scanner lives, and it has my vintage pins. A lot of the packing supplies and things to fulfill online orders live over in this area, as well as frequently used art materials like Copic marker refills, paints, gesso, and that sort of thing. I'm always trying to improve my setup, but right now it is just what it is. It's not perfect. Even though it seems like it's all easy, like kind of this L-shaped reach, I struggle while I'm streaming because I'd really like my keyboard and mouse to be closer to the area where I work on this drafting table, but it doesn't seem to work that way. This is a pretty good shot that really kind of illustrates the streaming setup. I've got the Elgato Facecam to record me. I've got a Logitech C920 facing down at the desk, of LED video light, the Blue Yeti mic, all there with the ring light behind it. So that's typically how I set up for streaming. The items around the edge of my drafting table are the things I use most frequently: my alcohol, ink markers, paintbrushes. There's works in progress, as well as some of my frequently shown on stream items. I've got a lot of cases there for different types of markers and, journals, to-do list. Everything is just kind of out right now, but that'll all move off my desk when I get ready to stream. Now we're going to slide under the desk and you're going to see how terrible my cord management is. I keep moving around cameras and such for streaming, for YouTube, and I just don't have the patience to organize it. But the important thing down here is just two items I can't live without. It's my Brother printer with a large flatbed scanner and my thermal printer. It's just an off-brand. I think it's called Munbun, and I need both of those for fulfilling online orders. I don't do any heavy formal printing on this printer, but it does the job for printing invoices, sticker gifts, and that sort of thing. Now we're heading to the other corner of the room. This is what you're usually looking at when I film brushing up. Again, all easy access in this corner is a lot of my inventory and packing supplies. Those colorful bins are all organized vinyl stickers that I offer through my website and at conventions. They're easy to carry around. The same with that 3-bin tote, 3-drawer tote. It's got a lot of packing supplies. And then wedged in the corner there is my portfolios with prints and originals. Couple of toolboxes and art bins to keep those organized, and my stained glass supplies that I thought I was going to use, but I have yet to use. Now we're just looking at my bookshelf, some things that I have listed on eBay and Etsy and Poshmark, and again, more art supplies and totes and containers to keep things at hand. As somebody who has moved pretty frequently, I used to try not to keep too many books, even though I'm an avid reader. I have fallen off that wagon and I am keeping all my books. And I know the next time I move, it is going to be heavy. All right, we're panning over to the side of the office that doesn't get shown on stream, so it is way less organized. First, let's look at Noelle. She is alive. She is a deep sleeper, but I promise you, she is breathing. You can see it there. One thing I didn't mention is my organization for the things that I show on stream, whether it's a Whatnot or a Twitch. I bought this acrylic nail polish holder that now holds things that I pull frequently to show off on stream, like stickers and prints and coloring books. So that is a really helpful thing to have both for a display at a convention and also on hand for stream. Over in the corner, I have a full bath, so I try to keep this walkway as clean and organized as possible. It doesn't always end up being that way, but I do have another 3-drawer tote that I keep all of my supplies that I take to conventions. So this has coloring books, display, packaging sort of things, but it also has all of my enamel pins and buttons. It doesn't look very organized, but they are all in their own individual bags, so I can easily grab what I need when I get online orders, or when I'm at events, they kind of come out of there and I pin them up and I can grab things on hand pretty easily. Recently sold out of these 13 buttons, but they are back in stock, so product placement, if you are interested in the enamel pins, they are back. It is cracking me up how chill Noelle is here while I'm opening things up right over her body. Anyways, so organization for products that you take with you to conventions and sell online is huge. So like I said, this side of my office is a little scarier. It doesn't show up on camera very often, so I'm not very organized with it. You can see I've got more supplies, papers, a Brother Scan and Cut. There is no rhyme or reason or organization to any of these stacks of things. It's just where they live. And I don't keep it very organized because, like I said, it doesn't show up on camera. Some Supernatural fan art, and if you follow Butters and Company on Instagram, this is a window you will see very frequently. Normally there are cats here. Today there is not. This is the corner of shame. I am embarrassed because there is no organization to this whatsoever. There are Poshmark items, there is packing supplies, there are frames, there are portfolios, there's shelves with partial books, partial sketchbooks, some supplies. This area really could use a good organization, but I just don't want to tackle that. And when I am sitting at my drafting table, I'm not often looking at this corner, I'm often looking out the window. There's a bunch of bird feeders and crystals in the window, so it makes me happy. Let's just look out the window instead. Okay, now onto the closet. More storage, really. I have a lot of USPS packing supplies. I really like their priority mail flat rate mailers, so I keep a lot of those in stock and in my closet. I also hang all of the clothing and goods that I'm selling on Poshmark and eBay. As well as just more supplies, more art materials, random Amazon box of cords and tech supplies, as well as this IKEA filing cabinet. This is really helpful, I think, because one, it keeps all my extra tools, but I try my best to keep this organized by art that I have listed for sale, unfinished pieces, other people's art, and there is some rhyme to my reason here and what's in these drawers, but the flat filing cabinet is really helpful for all the artwork that I've got stored away. Because I handle so many different types of inventory, whether it be art or secondhand or vintage, I have to have a lot of different supplies on hand for shipping. So this really is kind of the best setup. It's not perfect, like I said, but it gets the job done. I enjoy spending time in here with the different lights and plants and things, so I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I wish I was a little more organized, but it's not too bad. The pets like hanging out in here too. Noelle's kind of just waking up going, oh wait, have I been on camera this entire time? So yeah, that is my office space. This is my studio. This is where you'll find me most days. I hope that you maybe saw some things, learned some things. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Also, now's a good time if you are interested in art, running an art business, live streaming art, any of those things. Certainly subscribe to my channel, like this video. I've been trying to make content pretty regularly about questions and things that I hear frequently on stream or in Discord or on social media. So I'm happy to answer your questions. And I thank you for being here. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time.